Stop. Look at the screen. I am not touching the keyboard.
That's a fully functional React app. How long did that take?
4 minutes. And it cost me $0. This isn't chatting with AI anymore, Marcus. This is an agent. It has hands. It can touch my file system.
Welcome back to the bunker. If you are a junior developer or you're currently learning to code, I have some bad news. The era of co-pilots is over. We are entering the era of autonomous agents.
Everyone is talking about Devin, the AI software engineer. It's amazing, but it costs $500 a month. I found a way to build the exact same thing locally on your own machine today.
So we're benchmarking the free stack versus the $20 billion company?
We are using DeepSeek v3 as the brain and a tool called Cline as the hands. If you watch the next 10 minutes, you will never write boilerplate code again. Okay, meet your new employee. This is Cline. It's an open source extension. Most people use ChatGPT to ask for code. They copy-paste it, it breaks, they give up. Cline is different. Cline lives inside your terminal.
Explain the difference for the non-technical viewers.
ChatGPT is a brain in a jar. It can think, but it can't do. Cline gives the brain permission to read your files, edit your code, and run terminal commands. You don't paste code. You just say, "Build me a Mario clone," and it creates the files, writes the logic, and debugs its own errors.
And you're plugging DeepSeek into this?
Yes, because DeepSeek v3 is cheaper than GPT-4 and better at coding. Let's run the test. I am going to ask it to build a Pomodoro focus timer with a cyberpunk aesthetic. Create a modern Pomodoro timer web app. Use a dark cyberpunk color palette, neon blue/black. Add sound effects for the timer completion.
It's not just writing code, it's analyzing the file structure first.
Look at that, it just created the files. Now it's writing the CSS. Oh wait, it hit an error. The sound file is missing.
This is usually where the bot fails.
It fixed itself. It realized it didn't have an MP3 file, so it wrote code to synthesize the sound instead. That is autonomous intelligence.
That is impressive, I must say. Can you share it with everyone for proof this really works?
Sure. Let me share it full screen for our audience.
It looks good. For our viewers, comment your thoughts on autonomous intelligence. Is this a win or a threat? Okay, that took 3 minutes? If you can do that, what happens to the guy charging $50 an hour on Upwork to build landing pages?
He's gone. Listen, coding as a manual skill is becoming like starting a fire. It's cool if you know how to do it with sticks, but everyone else uses a lighter.
So what is the new job? If nobody codes, who builds the software?
The architect. The job shifts from typing syntax to designing systems. You don't need to know how to write a for loop anymore. You need to know how to describe the outcome to the agent.
Okay, I have to play devil's advocate. I've seen this before. You start a project with an AI agent, and it's amazing for the first 10 minutes. But then it goes stupid. It starts deleting files I didn't ask it to touch. It hallucinates functions that don't exist. It writes spaghetti code.
That is called context rot, and it is the #1 reason people quit AI coding. Think of the AI's brain like a bucket. DeepSeek v3 has a massive bucket, 64,000 tokens, but it is not infinite. Every file the agent reads, every error message it scrapes, fills up that bucket. Once it hits the limit, the older instructions fall out of the bottom. The AI literally forgets the file structure you built 5 minutes ago. If you let an agent run wild without managing its memory, it will build a Frankenstein monster.
So the new skill isn't writing code. The skill is memory management.
Exactly. You aren't a writer anymore. You are an editor. This is how the pros fix it. I added a secret file to the root of my project called .clinerules. This is a set of iron laws that the agent must obey no matter how full its memory gets.
Read us the most important rule.
Rule number 1. Before editing a file, read the whole file first. It sounds simple, right? But AI loves to guess. By forcing it to read the file first, I reduced my error rate by 90%.
That file, the .clinerules file, is that in the download?
Yes, I put my exact system prompt and .clinerules file in the Sovereign Stack PDF. You can copy-paste it into your folder, and suddenly your junior dev acts like a senior engineer. We just scratched the surface. There is a specific system prompt I use with Cline to make it act like a senior engineer instead of a generic bot. It stops it from writing lazy code.
We put that prompt in the Sovereign Stack PDF. Link is in the description. It's free. Download it, install Cline, and build something this weekend.
Stop renting your intelligence. Start building your agents.
If you're enjoying our podcast, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.